Hi, this is Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California. For those of you who have been poring over my handstand press through straddle video, and I know there's thousands and millions of you out there, we're going to show you what comes next today. We being the royal we, that is me. Okay, so if you don't already know how to press through a straddle to handstand, be sure to watch my video. If you can't do that, you can't do this. This is what comes next, not at the same time, not before, but next. So you have to be able to press. Now, please indulge me a little bit of talking. I know people already know I talk a lot, but I can only talk so much while I'm going through this actual transition because it takes a lot of energy. So, things to remember while we're doing this one. Two main things. First, root and rebound. What does that mean? It means the more I press down into my hands, the more my body lifts up. Now, when I'm working with things such as handstands, up is a thing. We want to be up. So the more you press down, the more you go up. And by the way, when you're using those hands, don't forget, if you feel like you're flipping over, fingertips will stop you from flipping. Having some trouble getting up? Not that kind of getting up. Getting up into a handstand. Use the heel of your palm. It will press you up into a handstand. What were you thinking? Okay, second thing. It really comes from the first thing, and that is hip positioning. Whenever we're working on handstands, and especially transitions in handstands, it's going to be so important that you maintain hips as high as possible, preferably right above the shoulders. Why? Because the higher my hips, the less room my legs have to hit the floor. In fact, if I can get my hips high enough, my legs will have no choice but to be off the floor. That's what we're looking for. Choice-free yoga. When I come in, I'm going to turn my feet in because that internal rotation helps to engage the pelvic floor, helps to engage the Mula Bandha, and most importantly, ripples up into my core. Remember, when it comes to yoga, no matter what the question, the answer is core. So we're going to use that core to get those hips way up in the air. We've got internal rotation here. My hands, it helps if I actually turn them out just a little bit to broaden the collars even further. My gaze is forward and there's a little melt across my upper back. As I lean in, again, remember that I am not going to jump into this one, but rather press. I lean forward, coming high onto my tippy toes as the legs come out to the sides and up into the sky. Now, maintaining my hips super high, I'm going to reverse the process. Get that internal rotation and keep your hips high. See if you can get your ankles together and then lift from your hips to take you back into your handstand. From here, we're going to go into Titibasana. When my legs go down, remember they're going to want to hit the floor. So I need to keep my hips super high so my legs can dangle. As I roll in, hug the legs into the arms to sustain the pose. And ta-da! There you have it, folks. The quickie. You never get that from me. With me, it's always really long-winded. We are in, we are out. Have an awesome weekend. This is Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California. Wishing you a really good time with this one.